Hey, Corey,
Yeah.
are we wanting to tell him something?
Hey, Corey, you can hear us?
Can you open Jim's mic?
Hey, Corey, can you hear us?
Corey, you can hear
Nope.
us, correct?
I can hear Devin. I cannot hear Jim.
Corey, you can probably hear me now. I don't think my mic was on all the
Yes.
way. Hey, I've got a leaderboard that I'm getting rid of. I'm so used to being before you. So obviously you're going to be on first, and then I'll do the trophy presentation, and I'm getting rid of the leaderboard, that's all.
After I finish, am I throwing it to you?
I think you're throwing to Devin, but Christy's probably going to tell you. It all depends upon what's going on behind you.
Okay, just let me know in my ear, and that'll be cool. I'll flow with whatever.
I'll have Christy talk to you in a second to test your IFB.
I can hear everybody. The voices in my head are plentiful.
Hey, you guys look great out there. Good job.
We're a little. Good thing you only see us from here up. You don't want to see the muddy pants and everything else.
Yeah, it was a tough day yesterday, wasn't it? And then, yeah, you had to walk in all of it today.
Well, just today, it rained even today, and everything just continually turned to mud. It's all good. That's why they pay us the big bucks, right, Jim?
Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check.
I'm sitting in the studio, though.
I know. Nice dry studio.
Nice
I'm under
dry
the tent. It's dry. It's dry now.
Good.
It's James's fault that it rained anyway.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Gotta point the finger at somebody.
When are we gonna have this sparring session, James?
I gotta clean my face and wash my hair.
No truer words ever spoken. Oh, Christy, one other thing is that we've got the Moline live shot on the airport. I don't know if you want to roll a camera. Or roll a recording, rather.
The plane's there, isn't it?
Yeah, we got a shot of it, but we might as well record it.
Yeah, absolutely.
From the
And right now on News 8 at 5, we are the official station of the John Deere Classic, and straight ahead we're going to bring you live coverage of who's crowned the new JDC champion. News 8 team coverage coming up. Plus, the decision behind Amazon choosing to house a facility right in the Quad Cities. All that and more right now on News 8 at 5.
Live from WQAD, News 8 at 5 starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 at 5. I'm Devin Brooks.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, first of all, for coming out to the British Open version of the John Deere Classic. And we really appreciate your hardiness. For our 50th anniversary, we couldn't have had a better week, and I say that sincerely. I know the weather was different from what we're used to, but having everyone back after not having the event last year really meant a lot. The volunteers stepped up incredibly. I think by the end we wound up having 1,800 volunteers. And the gentleman that led the volunteers for 2 years now is our volunteer chair, guy that did an unbelievable job, Mr. Lee Garlock.
Thanks, Claire. So, wow, what a week. We did not anticipate this, and certainly an incredible finish. Really exciting. I couldn't be more proud to, in a few moments, introduce our new champion. But before I do, I'd like to actually thank a few people. First and foremost is the fans for coming out here in this kind of weather and to watch some amazing golf, and as Claire said, celebrate our 50th tournament. And he also mentioned, I think, 1,700 volunteers. None of this would happen without them. They're the lifeblood of our tournament. Usually we have board of directors here dressed like me in blue blazers. They work around year-round to make this happen, so I'd like to thank them for supporting the John Deere Classic and, of course, the Birdies for Charity program. And then we have amazing staff, and led by Claire Peterson, who I believe is truly the most talented tournament director on the PGA Tour. Our tournament's been in the making, as he said, for 2 years now, and there's been nonstop changes, as you know, due to COVID. Everybody I mentioned to just thank, they remained resilient, flexible, and determined to make our 50th tournament really the best it could be. So to all of you that I thanked, congratulations, you did it. Good job. And then finally, I'd like to thank our really the greatest title sponsor on the PGA Tour, John Deere. None of this would be possible without their commitment to this tournament, to our community, and to their corporate citizenship. That's with those thank yous aside, it is now truly my honor to introduce the winner of our 50th tournament and our 2021 champion of the John Deere Classic, Lucas Glover.
So great, so great. Step back just a little bit. Slide that way just a little bit.
Great, thank you, Claire. What an amazing week and an incredible finish. Just really fun. So congratulations, Lucas. Now I have the honor of introducing a man who really doesn't need an introduction, particularly after this year he emerged on the golf scene as a premier amateur caddy. But even with that notoriety, I'd still like to introduce him. So please join me in welcoming the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Deere & Company, Mr. John May.
So thanks, everybody. You know, as mentioned, this is the Quad Cities has been fortunate enough over the last 50 years to be able to have a PGA event. And as a result of that, we have lots of memories as a result. Today is a great example of those memories of great golf and great new champions representing the John Deere Classic. John Deere's been fortunate to be the title sponsor for the last 23 years. And the other thing that the John Deere Classic has a big contributing factor to is the amount of money that we raise to give back to the community, to make the Quad Cities even a better place to live and work. And if you look over the last 50 years, all of the folks in this room and the people that became before us have generated over $130 million of charitable contributions over that last 50 years. And we should all feel proud of that. So now I get the chance to give more money, but in this case to a deserving individual that won it fairly and squarely. So on behalf of all the John Deere employees around the world, hundreds of which were out there volunteering as you were playing, I would like to present you with a check on behalf of John Deere.
And it's a sizable check as well. As you can see there, $1.1 million. I always like to take you back 50 years for the first John Deere Classic, where that check was for $5,000 for Dean Beeman, your first champion. But this is what it looks like right now. 2021 PGA Tour back here in the Quad Cities after a one-year absence.
Thank you all. I appreciate it. Was just reminiscing with CLAIR. 2002, I got my first start here in the Quad Cities, and CLAIR was on the board, and very sweet, and gave me a sponsor's exemption right out of college. And I remember leaving the Quad Cities for the first time thinking, man, those people really support this golf tournament, and that's impressive. And it hasn't changed, only gotten better. Lee, John, Claire, thank you so much. You guys knocked it out of the park again. Nice job. Claire's the best, and he runs a heck of a golf tournament, and John Deere is obviously a huge sponsor and a huge part of this town and this area. And the volunteers, 1,700 people coming off of COVID. Hats off to all of you. Nice job. Congratulations on a heck of an event. And I can't say enough about the support you guys give us and give this event, and what this tournament means to you guys is very refreshing. It's always nice to come here, and people refer to this as the Classic, and everybody knows what that is. That's the John Deere Golf Tournament. That's home is the Quad Cities, and it would be sad if it wasn't expressed and exaggerated how great you guys are to us and for us this week. So hats off to you guys also. Thank you.
Lucas Glover, your 2021 champion. And this is Claire Peterson, who's the tournament director.
Thanks, Lucas. You can tell such a wonderful champion. We're so privileged to have him for the next year. Carry our flag. You may or may not know, but Lucas has a plane to catch, so we got to speed this along a little bit. He's going to the Open. Our 100-seat 767 awaits. I think I'm sure he'll be in seat 1A. So the only thing left to say is see you in 2022. We can't wait to do this again. And from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much.
Claire Peterson, who has led the John Deere Classic in the Quad Cities for a number of years, wrapping things up with your new champion, Lucas Glover. So congratulations. Our 2021 champion will be doing some interviews right now before heading to the locker room to make sure he has his passport to head to the Open, as you heard. We do have a picture over at the Quad City International Airport, a chartered jet, as we heard. There it is in the middle of your screen. It'll be taking the players straight from the Quad Cities International Airport over to England and ultimately to Royal St. George's Golf Course in Sandwich, England, home of the 149th Open. And a reminder, you can watch continuing coverage of the John